What's the biggest dog you've ever done bite work with?
Barble.
Barble?
Yeah.
And how was that experience for you?
Pretty scary,
Yeah.
just because they're fucking huge.
Yeah.
It was with one of my uncle's dogs. He breeds Barbles, and
Oh yeah, wash them hands, boy.
So let him get a better bite. You don't want to pull out a tooth.
okay.
I think you got one there. There you go. Always want to think about safety.
Okay.
Stay and learn that too. Especially when you're dealing with other people. They'll be mad at you. You pull out a tooth. Pick him up.
Pick him up.
Curl them.
Always gotta protect the McNuggets. You ain't been done in a while, brother. I am too. It's a workout, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
So you can kick him a little bit, get him get him active. Don't worry, he's not letting go, brother. Believe me.
Yeah, man.
He ain't the one. Yeah, howdy. Hey, out. Hey. That's a Tron thing. Hey, sit. That's a Tron thing. Now, when he says make sure you get a good bite, you need to make sure. Look, he has some good target, so you ain't got to worry about your hands like that. But even still, you can grab it from here. Hey, get off me, dude. So when you go, stay. When you go to working, hey man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. I feel something. No. You drop it. Work. You see that? He's gonna punch you, and then you literally drop it so he can get a good bite, and that's where. Them chompers. There you go. Jesus Christ. You gotta hold both hands, man.
Did you play sports?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Football.
Okay, so you know how like you're going through the hole and you gotta pick what you're gonna do basically before the defender gets there?
Yeah.
Same thing with the dogs. You're dictating where the dog goes. You're the point guard, you're the quarterback. You gotta make sure you're putting him where you want him.
Okay.
So if you're here and you move it, you may actually get bit. Because you're trying not to get bit.
Right. Okay.
Just let it slow down.
So when I'm protecting this area,
Turn to the side.
Yeah, just like Floyd Mayweather. Box out.
Because if you're full frontal, he can hit you.
yeah.
So you kind of always want to be a little catty corner to the
when
side.
So when I drop it,
Yeah.
okay. Damn.
Or even take the pillow away from your body.
Okay.
See, that's a way better bite.
Yep. I can't pick him up yet.
Nah, that's a lot of dog there.
It's pretty much a piece of people. They don't know what's going on a lot of times. They just be, you just see them just yanking around and the dog is in control of everything.
So how do you stay in control of him when you're doing something like this?
We'll bring out a nice, easier dog to deal with.
Yeah, so
He's all jacked up about Mountain Dew.
a dog like him, he's going to manhandle. He's going to dictate kind of what goes on. That's kind of how he was taught to work. When you get a dog that size, you just kind of do what you can.
Yeah.
Out! Watch your hand. Hey. Out, Pooh. I'm gonna put him up. Get Tron out.
You going home, you go? You going home? So like, if you want to protect this area, you take it away from there, and then you absorb here. Now you can put the dog down. They've gotten a good bite. They can swing around. Now you can work them.
Okay.
If you're here, that's gonna hurt.
Because that's what Trev did. He dropped it, and then I saw Ego kind of lunge, and he
So-
like punched him like right up in here.
Trev is like what, 270,
250.
250, and we're not.
Yeah.
So we got to do a little bit more to protect that. He can stand there and just hold it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna make that. But like this, we'll go whoop, you get him around. So you see there, he didn't hit my body, but he got the tug. And then when you're working him,
You see that thing? Come right out.
Yeah.
Where's it goes?
oh, it's out. That's a good boy. Oh, Troy, come on. Yes, sir. That's a good one.
Is how to manage making sure the dog don't bite your hand off. And making sure the dog's also not in control.
He worried like, hey, brother, you want to keep just constant pressure. If you're pulling, he's going to keep biting.
Okay.
When you go limp, that's when they'll start chewing, and that's when you might get bit.
Okay.
Come on, man. You can't spin that dog around, man.
Nah, he go over me up. Yep.
Don't worry, we're going to build those muscles up today. Don't worry, we got you.
It's just a warm up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sean got that whole mouth on that booger, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Yep. So when you go to swing them, you want to try to get your momentum going. And basically, I'll use it like a pendulum. I lean back and use his weight to help spin.
Yeah, I can't spin it right now.
That ain't it, brother.
Yeah, that is not.
I'll fall out when he dizzy so much.
Yep. Then after he's giving you the fight that you like, let him win. Just let go.
As a reward.
So we want the dogs to understand when they're fighting, when they're doing this stuff, they're gonna win. We really want a cocky asshole in this.
Okay.
You want every time he puts his mouth on it, he's gonna win.
Okay.
And then you just make it a little harder as they grow up. Like younger dogs, what? We had Ego and Juice hanging from that wall for like, what, 20 minutes it was?
15.
At least 15 minutes in the sun, bro.
But it didn't start at 15 minutes, you know. They start a little
Hey,
bit.
move.
And just build up.
Pee on my pillow. Let me use in the bathroom. Now we'll do a talk over thing with this. Okay. Guys, so Tifa here, Fit Bully TV. We've got our guy Jalil here, stands here. Jalil's done some dog training, and he does some dog training out in St. Louis. So if you're in the St. Louis area, please feel free to hit him up. We're going to tag him in his YouTube so you know where to go and watch these clips as well. But even more importantly, we got Stan here, so he gets a chance to learn some. I asked him a question, he really had the answer to it, meaning him. And I said, hey, what are some things you would want to learn from a guy like Stan? And even vice versa, him being here. So a couple things we're going to go over today is, one, my dogs are pretty driven. They're pretty motivated, and I leave them to be a little unruly. This is the first generation of me doing what? Building my foundation of what I want the dogs to be in the future. Very independent, but also very determined. And independently determined to do what I want them to do, to be clear. Therefore, we work well together. So, Tron, as you see, he's grunting, he's super focused, he's in a state of drive is what we call this right now. He wants to go. He came out and boom, he hit that joker. Hey, I know what to do. He didn't even look left or look right. That's the kind of dogs I like. Ego come out, boom, they not like, hey, your dog straight? Yeah, grab this toy. Grab this toy. It's gonna be straight, all right. Things that he's doing already that we talked about the other day.
Absolutely.
He lacks confidence. And you can see it even when he's like he's worried about getting bit. The dog ain't gonna bite you, it's on the pillow. Equipment trained for now. And then you can put a suit on with Tron and he'll still get on the suit. Stan now's taught him and showed him a couple tricks because I think he hit you in the balls? Or Ego did.
Ego.
Ego. They look, dogs give jabs. Boom. Boom. He
That's
hit
what
you.
it was too. It was his paw.
Yeah. Yeah, he pawed them balls. So you say, yeah. So how do you prevent that from happening? Stan's going to walk him through some stuff. I'll out Tron, and then we're going to see if he can imitate, aka emulate, safety, which is number one concern in any time you're working someone else's dogs, and realistically even yours. I got knuckles, I got bites all over the place because it's not their fault when they miss. It's my fault when I don't give them a good target because they gonna reset as many times as they want. If I don't have a good target, and if I'm not in control of what we're doing, then I'm unsafe. And that in turn could make them unsafe. So, Stan, what are the few things you do when you're working with somebody else's dog? You see that change in direction?
The first thing I do is make sure the dog is under control.
I'm all jacked up off Mountain Dew.
He's ready to go. He's ready to go. But you always want to think about their bite. Think about if you're trying to do a pull-up with your fingers versus the full grip. Yeah. If he only has the front of the mouth, it's like the fingertips. Okay. If you yank or pull, this stuff can pull a tooth out. Okay. And that's a $5,000 vet bill. Yeah. So you ready? The next thing, you want to make sure you're absorbing the catch. You don't want them running to a brick wall. We're not big enough to jam a dog, but you just want to have good practices because the smaller dogs you can actually hurt. So you want to make sure everything's just fluid. Go away. And you're just working. Constant pressure is going to keep him biting. When I go limp, he's re-biting. Look. Yeah. You see that?
Trying to reset.
But I'm pulling, he's not going to be re-biting because he doesn't want that prey to get away. Go away. When you go limp, boom, that's when he goes in. Okay. Oh. Good. When you go to pet him, you want to keep pressure. Just good boy. You fuck with him. Good boy. Get him against the wall. Good boy. Good boy. But the whole time I'm keeping this basically flexed. Yeah. So he goes here.
Hey man, that fence is bad.
Oh. That's another episode. All right, out him, Trev. Out. And when he outs him, you want to go out. Because
let it go.
If I'm pulling, it's causing him to bite.
Okay. So when do you know that you want to out him or reward him, which would be letting that go and giving it to him?
Just mix it up.
Okay. I would say one of the things that he said too is the dog needs to go about 3 to 5 rounds technically.
Before you know.
So if I could do, let's say 3 1-minute rounds with him where he's like doing everything that we just did, at third time, boom, I'd personally let him have it after that. Okay. And we, again, switch it up because once the dog starts mastering what you guys are doing or getting a good idea, then you're like, boom, what you want, let him have it. Okay. Go sit down somewhere and then go pick it up and start messing with it again. It's all types of little things. Just keep them interested because you don't want to get into a routine of knowing what's happening either.
Right.
And then you want to stop the dog before they get tired of playing with it. Okay. So the reason why these dogs are this way, because like Ego, he still wanted to play, but he put them up. So now that dog's competitive. Oh man, I gotta get it. We want that itch.
Let him get wore out. No, it's like up. And same thing with him. He gonna do a few more, then he going up. Okay. Because we still gotta go to the park and get you in the suit. We still got like 3 or 4 more things.
But at the same time, he's had Ego out here for an hour grabbing this thing by himself, where he did get wore out. But he developed the drive in this, so he didn't associate it with a bad thing. Yeah. If he would have took Cha-Cha out the very first time, you wore her ass out, she went, I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah. No. Yeah, yesterday she came out and she was pretty good on the wedge. So.
Yeah, I seen you pull it up the other day on the wedge.
Hey, flip it over. Yeah. Hey, watch it, don't drop it low now.
All right, so get it to the side, and it's kind of like a reverse pivot. Boom.
You pivot too good, didn't you? You're a basketball player.
He said, I'm a football player. He did it a little too early. Yeah. So you can tell by his positioning on the bite pillow that you spun too early. Yeah. Because he's aiming for the middle. You went, and he got the last part that he could.
The bottom side. Okay. So the bite wasn't good.
Yep. And it's not that's not a good bite. It's just your positioning on it.
Okay.
So you should be able to put the dog anywhere you want them to. On your body, on the bite pillows, you always should be in control of that. Because if not, you're hoping. And when you hope, that's when you get bit. Okay.
Now guys, a couple things to be mindful of. First thing that we do a lot of times, we drive what I would call target practice. Target practice is what Stan said. It's kind of like playing a game of keep away. And in keep away, basically we'll box the dog out and keep driving them here, and they'll continue to try to get to the bite pillow. Other things we've done is we'll add hula hoops and various sounds and noises, and that'll keep him away. Because I'll hold the thing here and be shaking the hula hoop, and back in the day, try him to run from the hula hoop. He would. Ego, not so much. But point is now he's getting to that phase where, again, then you get on the tires. Then you jump over the fence. You see the dogs coming over the fence. You keep leveling up the playing field, and you watch this dog get more and more excited about literally winning. Now, Tron's about to poop, trust me.
He knows the dog.
But we're going to show you what target practice looks like, too.
All of it is A, B, and C that you're gonna do, but then you're gonna manipulate it for the dog in front of you. An older dog like this, we can do a whole lot more width. A dog like Oakley, we can do a whole lot more width because they have it. The younger dogs,
just boxing the dog out, creating a target, because that's the other thing too. And this is how you practice. See that right there? So you gotta basically stay in control of everything the dog's doing. And mind you, because he's literally not trying to eat stand. Oh, he went to the legs, right?
Get a boy.
but this whole time you're in control of what he's doing.
Oh, that's the part you
He's
gotta
here,
remember.
oh, I'm taking it away.
You're worried about getting bit, but the dog's super focused, and the dog's as good as you. Just like anything, user related. A lot of times, it's user error. Okay. They both moved at the same time.
So, like he's saying, a dog like him, you can push your body because he's looking at that.
Okay.
If he was a dirty dog, a man biter, we'll tell you.
Okay.
So, the man biter.
We didn't bring any of those.
Okay. So when I'm swinging around, am I holding it by this or?
I'll hold it here because that way you don't have as much control. Because that handle, you're not really. He can gain that way. You want to be secure about it.
Okay.
So you dropped it, and then you weren't sure about where you were going afterwards.
Okay.
So it was more of an elongated.
Hey, out. Get off my hand. Hey, that's a bad bite.
It was more elongated. You want to be more direct. So you seen bullfighters, or
Yeah.
what are they called? Ole.
Yeah, both of them.
So same thing. They're here. Ole. Think about that when you're doing that.
Okay.
So back up a little bit, because he's fast.
Yeah.
So give yourself a little bit more space. Ah. Tell him sit.
Stay.
All right. I get it to the side.
No.
Stay.
We'll put it down. There you go.
Yeah, he's smart.
You turned your back on me.
Yeah. Remember my first day. I've been there.
So he's dictating what you're doing.
Yeah, he's making you move. He's like, hold on, hold on, hold on.
He's like, oh,
You
he
going
did
this
that.
way?
I'm gonna wait. Boom. All right, out him again.
Run out. Here. Drop it.
Let me see. So, nah.
Yeah. Imagine trying got them boings too.
So, this is what you did. You went here and you stopped. Right?
Okay.
You want to keep going. Like, it's right in front of him. He can't get it. He wants it. He wants it. But if I go here and then I'm like, oh, here, and I don't know what I'm doing, I can get bit. Be sure about what you're doing.
Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
And you might get bit. So get that out of your head. It's gonna happen. It's not an if but when.
Yeah.
No, you definitely gonna get bit. I didn't come in with bloody knuckles, but it's like they're not trying to cause harm.
No.
And if they know they bit you, they're not like gonna try to kill you.
Yeah.
They'll normally reset. Bro, you got it upside down.
Yeah, there you go.
Stay.
Wait. There you
There
go.
you go. And take a step back. There you go.
So push, use your body. There you go. There you go.
Jamarcus got bit in his stomach going.
I did. It was an ego.
Yeah.
I'd be right in my chest.
I said, boy, you brought that thing
Out.
too close to your stomach.
Out. Out.
So don't pull it, just freeze.
Yeah, don't put your mouth in there. Your head in there neither.
Out. Out. So when you telling them out, you go limp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you basically want them to think it's a dead rabbit. Dead rabbits aren't fun. But if it's still squirming, it's still alive. I'm gonna still hold it.
Sit.
Yeah. Guys, so at any hoot, target practice, One of the first ways we, kind of get the dog encouraged. And normally target practice, if I'm being honest, especially with a new dog or a younger dog, starts with a flirt pole. We just get them flirt a little bit with them, get them out there driving. You say, okay. And then we start building up the use of equipment. And then slowly but surely, again, safety is everything. And you could see in every movement, it's so funny because I said, Jamarcus, what are you doing? And I'm like, I remember even showing Jamarcus, bro, you got to do this. This is what you're killing me. And you going to hurt yourself. And then he goes, oh, the dog will get you. Now, mind you, the dog has no intent to hurt you objectively unless you have one of those kind of dogs. He just wants to play. They all just want to play and have a good time. So target practice is a good way to start. Definitely make sure you're in control, meaning, hey, you got to know how to box out, and even more importantly, set a clean target. Clean targets are everything. Then you turn around and work on commands when doing this as well. Like he said, sit, stay, all those little things I do at times, but they haven't been biting that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been more so working on their ups and downs and all that other stuff. So today will be a good day because Tron will put him up, let him cool off, and then we'll go out and we'll get him on the bite suit, and Stan will continue to teach him things that he knows to ensure that he gets better. Because you said you want to do bite stuff too, right? He want to do some bite work. He said he ain't done it in a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a while since I was at Kenilworth.
There you go. So he ain't even been in that experience, and we've got all the dogs that he needs to like get some good experience. So stay tuned, take care of your dogs, people. Like, subscribe, and share. Tron, let's go.